Hey everyone, Waves just came out with a new plugin today, and it's the Space Rider. It's a very unique combination of chorus, delay, and reverb. So without any further ado, let's head over to Pro Tools and have a good look at it and also hear how it sounds like. All right, so here we have the interface. On the left, we have the chorus. On the center, we have the delay. And on the right, we have the reverb. But they're not arranged in serial manner. They are arranged in parallel fashion. So your signal hits the plugin, it'll get split between these three and recombine at the end. You can feed signals from one section to the other. For instance, you can send the signal coming out from the chorus to the delay with this knob here, and also from the delay to the reverb with this knob right here. But we're gonna be operating mostly in parallel fashion. There's also some cool modulation tricks about this plugin. So let's first have a listen to a basic synth line going through the Space Rider. I'm gonna start with the plugin bypass so you can hear the dry synth. So here is how it sounds like. So yeah, your usual 303 acid line. So let's now enable the Space Rider. I have some chorus, some delay, and some reverb. Nothing dramatic just yet, just so you can have a taste. Sounds pretty good, but not quite special. So let's get to the special part of this plugin. So we have our effects here, right in the middle, but down here we have this rider section, which can morph between one setting to the other. So I have it on fully to the left now. And if I start moving it, you can see some parameters are changing, and you can completely morph from one setting to the other and everything in between. So how do you do that? On each knob, once you hover your mouse over it, you see this little blue line, and you can grab it, and if you push it further to the value, it'll increase the value once you push the slider here. And you can also reduce the value if you push it counterclockwise. So there you go. You can see that the delay time is changing, and also the feedback, the intensity on the chorus. So for this example, I have the intensity on the chorus, the feedback on the delay. The delay is also sending some more signal to the reverb. And I also have some more input added to the reverb, so the reverb is more pronounced. And lastly, I'm increasing the damp on the reverb, so the reverb gets bigger. If you push this damp parameter fully to the left, the reverb will actually become smaller. There's more damping happening. So yeah, I'm gonna play this once again and start playing with the slider. So yeah, quite cool. You can still hear those taps going. I'm gonna go fully to the left now, so we kill the extra feedback that was added. But that's not all. We can also go full automated with the rider if you push the auto function here. I'm gonna load a second instance that I have prepared for you here, which I made especially to demonstrate how the auto works. So let's have a listen without the auto. Now let's bypass the plugin so you can hear this drum beat. So yeah, basic four to the floor drum beat with some perks going on. So let's now enable the Space Rider. So yeah, once again, nothing quite special. Some chorus, some delay, some reverb. Everything is cool, sounds nice. But let's add some auto rider spice to this thing. So I'm gonna engage the auto button now, and this parameter, this whole automation movement that's gonna happen now is determined by these three little knobs here on the lower right corner: the sensitivity, the attack, and the release. Sensitivity is the further you push the sensitivity, more action you get. Attack and release, just like your regular compressor or envelope shaper, it will determine how much time it takes for the automation to kick in, and how much time it takes to get back to its initial point. So I have some moderate values here just to demonstrate how this is gonna sound. I'm setting the intensity. I'm increasing the intensity, increasing the feedback, increasing the decay on the reverb, and also adding a bit of pre-delay so I can detach the delay from everything else. But I'm also decreasing the delay time. I'm going from 1/8 dotted all the way down to 164, I think. Once you have the auto set here, the parameters will become frozen. You cannot play with them. So now I can play with them. It's going all the way down to 164 dotted. So let's push it back to 180D, which is my initial setting. And let's push the auto button now. So let's have a listen. Quite cool. You can add a lot of movement to a track with this function. I think this is the case of a plugin where the sum is greater than its parts. If you take each part separately, the chorus, the delay, the reverb, they're cool. Of course, they're nicely done. They're done by Waves. They know a thing or two about effects, and they're quite nice on their own. But they're nothing special. Pretty much, this is what you can get with your regular stock plugins. But once you put everything together, and once you start playing with the rider section, especially with the auto, it opens up a whole new world. Some of you might use DAWs like Bitwig, which can do this pretty much on any plugin. But for people like myself who are using this ancient way of mixing called Pro Tools, this is quite cool to have on a plugin. It's the kind of thing that I actually wish many more plugins had, because it's so cool. I have some friends who use Bitwig, and I see them doing so many crazy stuff, and I get kind of jealous. So this plugin kind of alleviates that for me. So yeah, Space Rider is out right now. There's an intro offer with 50% off. You can get it for $49. There's a link down below. You can also get the demo over there. And I think it's really worth your time if you're doing electronic music. It's the prime audience for a plugin like this, of course. But if you're not doing electronic music, you're doing regular mixing, this can be quite cool too. You can use these on a vocal sand to add some animated reverbs and delays and chorusing to a vocal part. I can also see this being very useful on guitars, especially lead guitars. You can really take a guitar solo to a whole new level with this. So yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had here. But of course, I think for the electronic music producers, this is definitely worth checking out. So yeah, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.